Sometimes I assemble these. And could we pause it here for a second? I gotta get a drink of water. Okay, take two.
JPG is, I don't know what he is. He's weird and he's hilarious, and he's also very serious about what he does, which I'm not quite sure I figured out yet.
99.9 FM Humboldt Free Radio. This is Francois, and up next.
It's a struggle for shows. There's usually always a lull, like of a couple weeks sometimes, where people are just really feeling the itch, where they want to go out and see some shows and see some good music.
I think a lot of it has to do with people like Michelle Cable, Mike Donahoe, Charlotte Olson, Ian here at the Alibi, a number of others who brought bands here, and that's what really made the scene. They brought people like the Dirt Bombs, the White Stripes before they became famous, a number of other great bands as well, and then it spurred on people like the Cutters, the Sin Men, Crime Wave, and so that really established a scene here, I think, in many ways.
Oh, the metal scene? The metal scene in Humboldt's pretty legit. The Humboldt Headbangers in Southern Humboldt. Then you got the Eureka guys. They're pretty core. A lot of death metal guys. There's die-hard metalers here for sure. I myself am more in the glam scene. The Crew, that kind of stuff, Cinderella.
This is the Eureka Theater here. Just since I've lived here, we've had such famous names as Tone Loc, Alice Cooper, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Eddie Money.
If you're into seeing sort of bigger name acts, then moving to a small town probably isn't, going to be very fulfilling for you as far as music. The bands we have here at the Alibi, most people have never heard of, but most of them are really good still.
Are we going right now?
Yeah.
Okay, well, basically what we're doing here in the Ramones bathroom is we're making a cocktail because we want to, drink on the street and whatnot, and this is my clever disguise is Dole fruit juice. Pour about that much out, and that's about a perfect amount where you want to mix a pretty good drink right there. And this way, we can walk around and, get drunk while we play.
Candy Muscle was actually something I got from, I don't know if it was, I think it might have been a Master P movie or something like that. There was this gnarly, kind of slutty big chick in the movie who kept using that term. Every time a guy, like a hot guy or whatever, would walk by, she kept saying, "You best come back here with that sweet candy muscle." And we just thought it was the funniest thing, and of course it refers to penis, which isn't really, we're not like heavily penis oriented or anything like that. I don't even know what that means.
All right, we're Candy Muscle. Candy Muscle! First song is called Get You. 2, 3, 4. For sale.
I think it'd be cool if, the guy that I saw at the like Ball Winder, the guy that works at the liquor store. I swear to God, that's his first name, Ball Winder.
I actually talked to him today.
I would like it if I walked into the liquor store to get a pack of smokes or whatever, and he was all, "Hey, I heard your music. That was cool."
Ball Winder. Ball Winder. We're changing the fucking band name, guys.
When people ask you to describe your music, how do you guys describe the Ian Fays?
What do we call it? Indie pop? Indie pop rock? Someone called us Catholic core. Catholic core. That's good.
a.k.a. Chinga happens to be one of the phrases that we would always say as kids individually. So that was one thing that was we all knew about. And it's fucking cool.
This is Eureka, California. This place is fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
There's so much weird shit around here to say that I can help but sound like a fucking clown jumping for joy about how fucking weird and fucked up everything really is.
Well, yeah.
This is a hippie town, or historically has been, and there still are a bunch of hippie bands that play up here, but it seemed like when I moved here in '94, those bands always had precedence over all other music that was up here.
I'm just laughing because you said hippie town, you have your shoes on. I'm sorry.
And I was eating granola during practice. I know, man.
It's constantly like having our equipment break and having to use other equipment's bands. And
hey PV, can I borrow your guitar player?
A person can dance if they have those skills at an advanced level and kind of at a vampire level where they're maybe robbing a little bit of the energies and dancing from other people and kind of spotlighting themselves sideways when they should be maybe force-faced towards the audience themselves, but sort of understated, sort of local, sort of undisciplined, sort of inconsistent, kind of unbrandishly put. Eureka Garbage Company is all that.
That's why we love this guy named Rob Green.
This is my lovely wife, Jessica. She's what keeps me going.
Thank you.
I really like perspective on music. I really like being able to see things in different ways. And when you work with different musicians, it's like you have an opportunity to see music in a completely different way.
Do you consider us musicians?
More or less, yeah. I mean, you guys have like a lot of experience being in bands, and for me, that gives me like a lot of perspective, because there are a lot of things that I can learn from you guys that I haven't been able to learn from, like, you know, my previous bandmates. And then there's a lot of things that I learned from them being in bands that I wouldn't be able to learn from you guys. So for me, it's a way to gain perspective.
That's really touching.
I like touching you.
All of this are just prime example of wonderful, talented Eureka alumni who, you know, a lot of these guys have been playing in bands around here since I was like a little kid. Great friends of mine, look up to them, very talented people.
Comparing like out-of-town bands that come through with the local bands that open for them, there's usually kind of a pretty even keel there as far as talent goes.
Since it's so small, you have a couple heavy metal bands, you have a couple indie rock bands, and in it, like somewhere like the city, you wouldn't see a show with like a heavy metal band and an indie rock band playing together.
And a slew foot.
And here it's pretty much, there's only so many bands and you all get to know each other. So you're going to have those weird eclectic shows, and I think that's really cool because it transcends genre and scene. It's like there's only one collective scene. It's every kind of music. That's all of us. And somewhere else, it just wouldn't be like that.
It's closer to the punk ethic, which is there is no grasping for a record label. There isn't a need for attention in terms of record label people in the audience or anything like that, or places to play. What is the most prestigious places to play? Here it's it's not pretentious at all, and I think people are just basically doing it for the music, and that's what's always the important part.
Backwards without thinking about it is Laurel. And Laurel and Hardy ain't too funny.